Hey Dad, if you're watching this video, it's probably because you're a little bit fuzzy as to where you are and how you got here. Not only did we make this video for you so that we can catch you up on the past few months, but we made this video so that you can be reminded every single day of how much we love and care for you. You are a father, a son, and a friend to many. You are loved by so many, and that is one thing we don't ever want you to forget. This whole journey started for you on December 20th, 2014. You were experiencing terrible head pain, dizziness, and weakness and went to Mercy Hospital in Gilbert. After running a battery of tests over the course of many days, it was determined that you had shingles in the buttocks region, which caused another infection that ultimately manifested itself as viral meningitis. Meningitis is the inflammation of the membranes surrounding your brain and spinal cord. Because of your severe head pain, you remained in the hospital so doctors could monitor you closely. On December 28, 2014, you were still in the hospital when you experienced a seizure for the first time. Unfortunately, this seizure would be the first of many seizures. You spent both Christmas and New Year's Eve in the hospital, and by January 4, 2015, the doctors felt like they had done everything they could do for you medically. We thought it was time for you to begin the path to rehabilitation. At this point, you were still extremely weak. You couldn't get up or walk on your own, and you were barely eating anything. You moved from Mercy Gilbert Hospital to a great acute care facility called Health South. By the third day in Health South, it seemed like you were finally making notable forward progress. You sat up a couple of times, you would get wheeled down to physical therapy, and you even ate some yogurt. On the fourth day, in typical Alan fashion, you were joking around with the physical therapist, but moments later you lost consciousness. You ultimately regained consciousness, but the doctors feared that you had experienced another seizure, so they readmitted you back to Mercy Hospital so that a continuous EEG could monitor your brain activity. It was from this point on that your health and responsiveness really started to take a turn for the worse. The seizures started to happen more frequently, and your alertness, ability to speak, and short-term memory continued to dwindle. On January 9th, because of your complex neurological issues, the decision was made to transfer you to St. Joseph's Barrow Neurological Institute. So just to recap the flurry of events, here is what we know happened to you. A virus had caused shingles to start in your buttocks to belly region. The same virus caused another infection in your body, which manifested itself as viral meningitis. Viral meningitis caused inflammation of the membranes surrounding your brain and spinal cord. Because of your immune-suppressed state, the virus also caused encephalitis, which causes inflammation of the brain itself. It was the inflammation of your brain and membranes that prevented you from being verbally responsive and awake. It is also the direct cause of the seizures you have experienced. During the first few days in the St. Joseph's Neuro ICU, you really gave us a scare. You couldn't open your eyes, couldn't speak, and couldn't breathe on your own. But the neurologists at St. Joe's are world-renowned, and they really took charge of your care. Your main course of treatment was twofold. First, we needed to reduce the inflammation in the brain and membranes with steroids. You received 1,000 milligrams of prednisone over the course of 5 days. Second, you simply needed time. Time for your brain to heal from the inflammation and the seizure activity. While in the Neuro ICU, every single day you made incremental progress. The turning point in the Neuro ICU was when you were able to show 2 thumbs up to the nurse to let him know you could hear what he was saying. In retrospect, showing 2 thumbs up is so basic, but it gave all of us so much hope. After 2 weeks in the Neuro ICU, you made enough progress to transfer to the telemetry floor so they could monitor your heart for a few days. Then you were moved from the telemetry floor to St. Joe's Select, which is a special area that they use for long-term hospital care. You spent over 3 weeks at St. Joe's Select, and it was there that you really started to feel more and more like yourself. You started speaking again, and eventually could have real conversations with people. You also started to eat again. pureed food at first, and then eventually moving to a mechanical solid food diet, where you could cut meats and pastas with your fork. Each day you would receive speech and physical therapy. Physical therapy was short, normally about 15 minutes, but it was grueling for you physically as much of your muscles had atrophied. Not only did the initial meningitis and encephalitis virus wreak havoc on your body and brain, but you also have an autoimmune disorder called polymyositis. Polymyositis causes your immune system to attack your muscles, which is also why your muscles may seem very weak. We went to many of your physical therapy sessions, and never once did you complain or give up. During this 3-week period in St. Joe's Select, you showed such positive progress in so many areas. There were a few scary days where your responsiveness decreased, or you weren't very alert or awake. But your overall trajectory of progress has remained on the incline. So that's the story. This whole thing started on December 20th, 2014, and you spent nearly 2 months in a hospital. Today, you are now settled in a skilled nursing facility called Chandler Healthcare. Chandler Healthcare is only 4 miles from your home and very close to your children and support system. This facility will provide speech therapy, occupational therapy, and physical therapy on a daily basis until you are mobile and ready to come home. Dad, there's not a single day that goes by that you don't have a whole village of friends and family praying for your recovery and well-being. You might not remember how you got here, but we hope you never forget how much you are loved.
I can show you the world, shining, shimmering, splendid. Tell me, princess, now when did you last let your heart decide? A whole new world, a dazzling place I never knew. Let me share this whole new world with you. Unbelievable sights, indescribable feeling, soaring, tumbling, freewheeling through an endless diamond sky. A whole new world, a new fantastic point of view. No one to tell us no, or where to go, or say we're only dreaming. A whole new world, 100,000 things to do.